Today is Monday, Parashat Shofetim. The pasuk says, Shofetim ve'shoterim titen lecha bechol sha'arecha, which means you should have judges and shoterim, which is policemen or enforcers, in all your gates. In other words, there should be a judicial system in place to adjudicate cases between people, to make sure that the law is upheld, people don't take advantage of each other, do not rob others, or all sorts of situations where there are arguments between people, where there is conflict. There should be a judicial system in place to adjudicate cases and to acquit the ones who needs to be acquitted, or to make someone pay what he needs to pay to make up for whatever damages he's caused. But basically, the Shofetim is the judges that adjudicate cases between people. The Shoterim are the enforcers. It's not just enough to have a ruling in a court of law. The ruling has to be enforced, and then the Shoterim are those who enforce the ruling of the courts. And very logical, it's very important for any society to have a judicial system, otherwise society will not be able to function properly. People will take advantage of each other. And the judicial system is there to both rule and enforce. But it's not just about a judicial system in a society. The pasuk, according to Hachamim, speaks also to the individual. Every individual should consider the pros and cons of different situations, should come to a ruling of what is the proper course of action, and then he should enforce those decisions, not just as a concept, which is just as an abstract, but actually to practice what the proper way of action is, not just as an idea that it would be the right thing to do, but there should be enforcers. In other words, a person should have the self-control or the self-restraint to implement whatever he has ruled as the proper course of action, just like a judge considers the various aspects of a case before he makes a ruling. Also, a person should consider the proper course of action of different alternatives, and then once he makes the decision, he should enforce that decision. That's as a general concept. Some of our sages even took that another step in terms of she'arecha. Your gates are your eyes, your mouth, your ears, that you should have shoterim. You should have shofetim ve'shoterim. You should have a rule what is the proper thing to say and then enforce it. If something should not be said, put the brakes on and don't say it. Sometimes you need to give a compliment to someone. Then, once you rule that it's the right thing to do, then say it. Your ears also. Sometimes you have to refrain from listening and hearing certain things. How do you do it? You avoid hearing those things. You can just either move away or close your ears or don't believe what is being said. But that is not just about as an idea, but also in practicality. Seeing also, there are certain things that should not be seen. Then avoid seeing them. So that's the idea of Shofetim, judges, Beshoterim, and enforcers, both on a society level, and also very much about the individual. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.